athlete. 10 seconds. Dale, Talia. Con amore. 3, 2, 1, go!
The battle of the ages is underway. Nick Paladino's on your left. SHAWN Ramirez is on your right. The leader's name at the top of your screen will be highlighted in blue. 13 reps will make up one full round, and it's only 7 minutes to strap in. This one's going to go fast.
It's going to go fast, but there is not a lot of time to breathe, and that's the whole part, Sean. Early on, these guys are just ripping right out of the gates, and if they keep this pace up, it's going to be really taxing come 2-3 minutes into it.
Paladino threw a round, and he was a fraction of a second ahead of SHAWN Ramirez. He's back to the barbell for the first time. He threw one round, as is Ramirez, and they did it in about 30 seconds each.
And what's tempting is this weight is so light. You see how they're really just picking it up. Not a lot of hips involved. Really, SHAWN Ramirez on the right. He's just picking that barbell with his back. This might be smart, but he's pacing us a little bit better on this round. If you're pulling for 7 minutes straight on the barbell and then up on the rig, that's a lot of pulling. You want to recruit the hips, use a little bit more leg on this barbell. With it being so light, it's very easy to get caught up and just pick it up with poor form.
Both men through 2 rounds. Paladino, again, slightly ahead of SHAWN Ramirez, and Paladino this is a blistering pace for him.
It really is, and Paladino has the numbers. His strength is impeccable. He takes a lot of max lifts, 1-rep max lifts over SHAWN Ramirez, but that's not always indicative of who can move the most weight in a lighter weight for the most work capacity. And I love this open because we're really seeing work capacity. Right now, Paladino really is breathing heavy. Doesn't have the best technique on the bar with it being lighter. Looks a little fatigued. SHAWN looks very calm, relaxed. And hopefully that strategy pays off, but he cannot afford to let Paladino lap him and get ahead of him too much and let too much time get between him.
Paladino still 2 reps ahead of SHAWN Ramirez. Both men are now on their 4th rounds, and it's back to the pull-up bar for Nick Paladino. Ramirez still keeping a steady pace. Paladino taking a moment to compose himself, and we're still about neck and neck, although Paladino is first on that bar muscle up. 3 reps they need to complete before they complete this round. They get into round number 5.
Watch how SHAWN Ramirez gets those legs high. It's not necessarily a glide kick, but he uses the momentum from his hips to get himself as high as possible, and then he snaps himself over the bar. Very good bar muscle technique. And at this point, I'm looking at SHAWN Ramirez in the blue, really just picking the bar up and pressing it overhead with his shoulders, not using as much hip. Nick repping them out with much more efficiency, using a lot more speed.
SHAWN Ramirez is pulled about even with Paladino. Paladino about half a rep ahead. And now both men looking to complete round number 5 as we approach the 3-minute mark here at CrossFit Jackson, Jacksonville, Florida. Ramirez has now passed Paladino.
And that's going to be the point, Sean, right there. Ramirez wasted only 7 seconds of rest time while Paladino needed 11. That could be the point right there where Ramirez's early pacing gets him the win on this one. Paladino cannot get right back to that barbell and pick it up.
Paladino set a very fast pace. In fact, after he was done with his first set of 10 snatches, he sprinted to the pull-up bar. SHAWN Ramirez still slow and steady here and has opened up about a 4-rep lead on Nick Paladino. We are in round 6, just 7 minutes in this workout. Both of these men are defending champions. Nick Paladino won the 16 and 17-year-old division last year at the games. He won 4 of 7 events. SHAWN Ramirez won his 2nd straight Masters championship last year. He won 4 of 7 events. And now SHAWN Ramirez is back on the pull-up bar.
There's a lot of pressure here, Sean. Under the lights, all the people cheering. Nick Paladino coming in here so excited yesterday, and we wondered how is he going to handle that pressure. And up against a veteran like SHAWN Ramirez, who's used to that pressure, it is so hard not to redline, especially when you're that young and you're used to having the engine and you can blow past people in the gym.
We're into round 7 for both athletes, and neither one has broken up either the snatches or the bar muscle-ups. And Paladino is starting to fall further behind SHAWN Ramirez.
While this workout has to be unbroken, it also has to be that you get right back to the barbell. You cannot waste any time. You can't look at the bar. It's 75 pounds. For these guys, it's not that heavy, so you have to keep moving.
Ramirez back to the pull bar. Paladino trying to catch him, and now he is done. Approaching the 5-minute mark, and then we'll just have 2 minutes to go in 16.3.
Ramirez is waiting just a little bit longer up there to kind of get a little bit of a rest, get a breather before going into the next bar muscle up. That's very smart because you can generate more momentum from the top rather than coming off of the bar. So really, you guys want to do these bar muscle ups unbroken if you can.
Both of these guys said they would like to see bar muscle-ups when we talked to them yesterday. They got it. Paladino trying to catch up with Shawn Ramirez. Paladino led through about the first 4 to 5 rounds, but then Shawn Ramirez took over and is now a handful of reps ahead of Paladino, both men in round number 8, and we have 90 seconds to go.
And Shawn, really for Paladino, this is not about him not being able to do bar muscle-ups. It was just really a strategy fault that happened early on with that lightweight snatch barbell. The kid can move heavy loads, but that doesn't mean that you should move a lighter load that fast when it's going to attack your heart rate and get you that jazzed up and get you to that red line that fast.
And it is very easy to get caught up in the atmosphere here and get caught up in the competition to want to push harder than you can go. And Ramirez is now done with 8 rounds, back for round number 9, and Paladino closing out his 8th round. And one more bar muscle up to get that done.
And Ramirez really just using as minimal bit of power that he needs to on that barbell to get up. No wasted energy there because he's using it and saving it for the bar muscle-ups for him to generate that hip pop.
Neither man has broken a set here. They've gone completely unbroken so far, and we are in round number 9. Ramirez is done. He has 30 seconds to get 3 more bar muscle-ups and then possibly try to rack up some more reps in round number 10. Paladino is done, and he will join Ramirez on the pull-up bar. Ramirez trying to hang on to the lead. He's through 2 of 3.
And heck of a gutsy push there for Paladino on the barbell. He knew that he had to hold on and go as fast as possible to catch.
Ramirez will get it. Now it's a matter of 10 seconds. How much work can he do? Paladino just finally broke his bar muscle-ups in round number 9. 3 to go, 2 and 1. Age and experience will reign supreme in 16.3. Shawn Ramirez takes the win.
He didn't want to let a kid beat him. He told us that yesterday, and he is happy about that. He's showing, making the Masters proud.
Ramirez's family is here, and he's embracing them. Great effort from both athletes, as Shawn Ramirez, unofficially right now, has the top score, not only in his division, but in the world.
He really did. He started off with the same speed as Paladino. They just went blazing right out of the gates. But after that first round of just 30 seconds, that's where he could afford to go that fast. He really dialed it in that second round, let Paladino have the lead because he knew he was in control of that speed, slowed everything down on the barbell, took his time, but really didn't waste a lot of time from one movement to the next. It was right here in the round 3 where he took the lead. Once he took that over, he did not let it up again. Kept that pacing, really played off the Nick and just made sure he stayed ahead of him. Nice, solid pacing all the way to the end.
Shawn Ramirez gets the win over 17-year-old Nick Paladino, who I guarantee we're going to be talking about quite a bit for many years to come. A very talented individual. These are the final seconds of the workout where Shawn Ramirez was able to just get a couple more reps on the board. Paladino frantically trying to get back to the bar, but he could not catch up with the 2-time Masters champion, Shawn Ramirez. Your unofficial